All right, let's talk about these CIA gateway meditation tapes because I've watched a bunch of TikToks about it and I'm going to surmise what you need to know in like 2 minutes. So, long story short, a guy was born in 1915. His name is Robert Monroe, and Robert Monroe essentially founded the Monroe Institute. Short story was that he worked in radio broadcasting. I think he was even homeless at one point. But he was pretty much called to start meditating and manifesting. He was super interested in frequency work. Anyways, the CIA got wind of this at some point, gave him a bunch of money because he was essentially saying that he was having these out-of-body experiences. And our government, the USA, wanted to use this to help spy on people. They wanted to view rocket areas in Russia and see what our enemies were doing. And they thought that this psychosis or these meditations would essentially help them do this. So they poured a bunch of money into it and they came out with these meditation tapes and trained people on how to have these out-of-body experiences, and they documented it profusely. Anyways, these CIA documents and tapes are now available on Spotify, all over the internet. You just need to search for them and you can essentially start doing these meditations. They're 30 to 40 minutes and I've done a couple of them now. And now that everyone's talking about it on TikTok, I've been meditating consistently for like 5 or 6 years now. I'm not the coolest guy. I don't know everything, but I like to meditate because I do find that it helps me slow down. And when I went through some things in my late 20s, that kind of broke me apart. I used meditation for a while and I meditated for like 6 months before it started working. I was like, this is bullshit. It doesn't work, blah, blah, blah. And then about 6 months in, I was like, oh, here we go. Like I'm at a new part of myself, and all of a sudden my intuition was speaking to me and all this other cool stuff. Anyways, part of my hypothesis on meditation is that you sit with your demons, you sit with your regrets, your failures, all the things, mistakes, people that have gone by, all the things that you don't like about yourself, and you sit there and you sit in the fire and you let all those things swirl around and kind of torment you for a little while until they just fall away. Right? And then you like kind of let all your insecurities, your fears, your demons, all that stuff just goes away. That's the whole point of meditation. You don't try and control your thoughts or think about your breath or think about nothing. I've done guided stuff. I've done sound. I've done frequency things. And my 2 cents on these CIA gateway tapes is that they're really cool. Like I enjoyed it and I definitely felt slightly disconnected from my body and my mind in a positive way. But the same way that these hemisync meditations are, and all hemisync is that it puts 2 different frequencies into both of your ears, and essentially your corpus callosum, where all of your thoughts are crisscrossing at 360,000 miles per hour, it syncs them to the top of your spinal cord in the back so that these neurons are essentially firing at the same place, which is essentially thought to allow you to get to a higher dimension. Now, I've never astral projected, I've never had an out-of-body experience, but I've been enjoying these meditations a lot, especially over this Christmas break. And it's something that's cool. I think people should do it, but don't be afraid to do it. I haven't met with extraterrestrials or these light entities that people are talking about on TikTok. I've just had good, solid meditations where I feel calm, and then I went to bed and I've been fine. And I've been pretty productive today when it comes to work and stuff. So it's only been a few days. I'll keep you guys posted as I continue to do these, but there's nothing to be afraid of. You should meditate and you should get used to facing your inner demons, fears, insecurities, anything else by doing shadow work, which is just writing about your journals, writing about your thoughts, and processing your emotions in a very healthy way. Okay? I know there's all sorts of these crazy drones and everything flying around and people are freaking out, but like, hey man, just relax, meditate, focus on you, stop watching the news, get off your phone, and go live your life. That's what we should all be doing. All right. See you guys out there. Hit me up. New website is updated for coaching if you guys wanted to sign up for packages and stuff, or send me a DM. See you soon.